So okay, so we're going to solve one-step equations today, and we're going to use bar model and substitution. So tomorrow we'll still be doing the same, but in different way of solving. So our goal is to solve problems by solving equations using bar diagrams and substitution. Later, you'll know, substitute the value, change the value. That's what substitute means. But before that, we always have something to share, a little bit to share, right? Um, so it says, what would you do if your best friend stopped talking to you? This is sad, but what can we do? All right, so I'll give you a minute to write something on it, okay? People. All right, so what would you do if your best friend stopped talking to you? Some good reason. Selena, you first. Ooh, I have a lot of people hands right now, huh?
I would maybe try like talking to them again, or I'll ask like other people and see like if they had a problem with something. And I guess I'll just try to like solve it. Like,
Correct. That's a good one. Your rain.
I would like to add on to Selena because I would talk to them and play with them. Also, I would ask them why they are not talking to me because there might be a problem they are facing on that time.
That's true. Omar.
Uh, Honestly, if my friend best friend stopped talking to me, I would stop talking to them until they started talking to me because I'm not gonna run after my best friend. Oh, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, because you're gonna get annoyed. So I'm just gonna wait for him to get better, and then I'll talk together.
That's a good choice. Like let them come down first. Lana.
I would probably ask why they stopped talking, and I'd be like sad.
I know. Me too. I feel sad even that's this is just a conversation. Tiffany?
I would keep asking, why are you not talking to me? Because I would
Exactly.
be like sad, and then I want okay with
It's I know it's really
making
sad,
me
right?
sad.
True. I feel you. Himandi.
I find a new friend unless they start talking to me and have a good reason for that.
Correct. There might be a very good reason why they stop. Not because they don't like us, or maybe because they are already far, far away. I have this friend. She is my best friend. We're best friends since elementary school, but we're separated by space. I'm in New York, and my friend is in Philippines, and she's not a social media person, so she barely go Facebook or whatever. She doesn't do social media. She only do Messenger, right? Even though millions of messages I send her, she don't. It's not seen because she's not there. So it. But when we talk, as if nothing has changed. There's no gap. So there's always one reason why they don't talk to us, or others say, "Oh, I don't like you anymore. I have found a new one." That hurts, but you'd rather have that seen right away before like it's too late. You could find someone else. That's why I always said looking for a friend is like true friend is really hard. So if you find one, it's you need to keep them, right? You have to keep them for good. All right, is there anybody else would like to share with this like emotional thing we got? All right, Omar, you want to add on?
Yeah, once I had like a best friend that he's like really close to me. He was like a true friend. But
Mm-hmm.
then one day some bad things happened to him, so
Uh-huh.
he moved away from this country, and he's so far away, and
Correct.
I miss him so
I
much.
know. I hope you could still reconnect through social media in the future, if not today. So thank you guys for this share. That is a really good one. All right. So I really appreciate this like little talk that we do every morning. All right. So let's move our lesson. So here we are. So let's start our lesson by doing this. We're gonna solve and discuss this one. This is supposed to be in Sabbath, but I just got it so we could write over here. Unit cubes are placed in between this pan balance or balance beam or scale balance, whatever you guys call this, right, in science. So there are three cubes in one pan and nine on the other. Obviously, it goes down here because it's a little bit heavy. What can you do to make the pans balance? So solve this problem in any way you like. So I didn't ask you to write over here. I asked you to write on the other side. So I'll give you 2 minutes to think on what you could do, whatever you think is a possible way to make it balance. All right? Share how are we going to separate? I'll start with your rain. Go ahead.
So I can make the pans balance by removing all the unit cubes and replacing them by putting 6 unit cubes in each pan. For example, there are 12 unit cubes in total because 3 plus 9 equals 12. Then I would place 6 unit cubes in each pan because 12 divided by 2 equals to 6 unit cubes.
Very nice. Thank you. Alana, how would you do this?
I kind of did the same thing as Hareen, except I didn't take all of them off. I just transferred 3 from the right pan to the left pan, so they both have 6.
That is another way. That's a very good one too. Omar, would you like to add something?
I did exactly what Lana did. I created the equation parentheses 9 plus 3 and then another parentheses and then divided by 2 and then I got 6, which since 6 is, that means I have to make it equal. I have to put 6 on, have 6 on each side. So I took 3 from the right side, put it on that side, and I got 6, and then it's balanced technically.
That is true. So you guys have an idea what we're doing like today. So let's move ahead. So now we're working on we're now on lesson 4. We'll do exercise 1. I hope Sabas will let me log in quick. Let's try. So let's see, what is this? Let's listen to it.
How can you determine whether a given number makes an equation true? Think about this question during the lesson. Jordan received a $15 gift card for phone apps. He has used $4.50 of the value and wants to buy one more app to use up the balance. Which app could he buy?
I want you to look at the screen. That's, I mean, the phone apps that is available for him to buy. So he has $15 gift card. He already used $4.50. So what other apps he could have? So Alana is already and Selena is already raising their hand. Go ahead, Selena. You raise your hand first.
The Headliner Sports, which is $10.50.
How do you know that?
Because he received a $15 gift card and he already used $4.50, so he had to first subtract that, and then the remaining balance could be used to buy an app.
That's nice. Jen, since I haven't heard from you, I'll take you first. Go ahead, Jen.
Well, Selena said my answer already.
Oh, so would you like to just affirm what she said?
Sure. Because hold on, 妹妹，哥哥在讲个东西给大家了。Hold on, sorry.
It's okay. Alana, do you agree to what Selena just said?
Yeah. He could also afford another app, but you wouldn't use up the rest of his balance. He'd still have $1 remaining. That'd be if he bought the all recipes app. But to use all of the money, he'd have to buy the Headliner Sports.
Okay, let's see what it is, okay? I'll take some of you guys raising hand later, so we'll see.
A bar diagram, also called a tape diagram, can be a useful tool for writing and solving an equation. How does the bar diagram represent the problem?
If you see this bar diagram, there's a $15, there's a $4.50, and the X. Can someone tell us if you understand what the bar diagram or tape diagram represents? Omar, do you have an idea?
Yeah, it represents that the total is $15, and the use from the total is $4.50.
What will be the X then?
Then the X will be the for the phone apps. It will be the phone apps. So the money that it's gonna use to complete the $15 by buying phone apps.
Mm-hmm. So that's nice.
The bar diagram shows that $4.50 plus some amount equals $15. Which part of the bar diagram represents the price of an app Jordan could buy?
Select your answer.
So we already know, right? Like next to the list is Alana. What is the represents the number of app, the price for the app Jordan could buy?
That would be X because $15 is the total gift card and $4.50 is what he already spent. So X would be the app that he could buy.
Good.
An equation is a mathematical sentence that uses an equal sign to show that two expressions are equal. What are some examples of an equation?
So again, an equation, remember we did expression before. Expression is doesn't have just one side of the equation. So the equation is a sentence or a when you do English, the word there's like 3 plus 4 is, then you have your answer, right? So that also like here, so you could have 4 and 50 cents plus the X is $15. Right? So that will be our equation. Unless you have, can you give me another example of an equation? Selena?
Uh,
Any
you
kind of
could
equation.
you could say $15 equals $4.50 plus $10.50.
You could do that too. Next, we could give an example. Who's that? Urain? Give me an example. It doesn't need to be from the phone apps. Like, give me an example of equation.
So an example can be like $10 plus 50 cents equals $10.50.
That's also okay. All right. I'll take others later. So let's see.
5 plus 3 equals 8, and 10 minus 1 equals 9 are examples of an equation. A solution of an equation is a value for the variable that makes the equation true. What does it mean for an equation to be true? An equation is true if both sides of the equation are equal. Find the solution of $4.50 plus X equals $15. Substitute the cost of each app for X and evaluate. Try X equals $9.50. How do you know that $9.50 is not the solution?
So this is just substitution. In the beginning, you guys someone asked, what do you mean by substitution? So substitution means changing the value of X to whatever possible solution. So we'll see if we got all the possible solution. All right.
$4.50 plus $9.50 does not equal $15. So when you substitute $9.50 for X, the equation is not true. Try X equals $10.50. How do you know that $10.50 is a solution? $4.50 plus $10.50 equals $15. So when you substitute $10.50 for X, the equation is true. Try X equals $12. How do you know that $12 is not the solution? $4.50 plus 12 does not equal $15. So when you substitute $12 for X, the equation is not true. Could there be other solutions to the equation in this situation?
Anybody could answer? Is there any other solution for this equation? You guys have 2 or 3 possible answers for this one? Alana?
No, based on these possible answers, the only solution is the headline is sports.
Do you agree for that, Urain? There's only one solution to this problem? All right. So let's see. Urain, say times.
No. In this case, only x equals $10.50 makes the equation true. The solution is $10.50, so Jordan should buy the Headliner Sports app.
All right, so that is one example. We're using the tape diagram and substituting the volume. Let's see another example. The other example that we have is like to substitute the value again, and we could like watch another examples from Savas and how it is done.
Maya has a total of 1,190 marbles and 5 boxes. Maya puts an equal number of marbles in each box. Part A. Which of Maya's 3 friends, if any, correctly guessed the number of marbles, X, Maya has in each box?
So how do we find this? By thinking of, wait a minute, is it 234, 242, or 240? I want you to think about that, and then we'll see what's gonna happen. You want to have some comment for this right away, Alana?
You would find if any of them were correct by dividing 1,190 by 5, because that 1,190 was the total marbles, and she divided it into 5 containers.
All right, so hold on for your answer if you already have one. Let's see what happened.
You can use a bar model to represent the 5 groups of marbles. Maya has 1,190 marbles. If each box has X marbles in it, then 5 times X is equal to 1,190. Now substitute each guess for X and evaluate. Begin with the first friend's guess. Let X equal 234. 5 times 234 is 1,170. The product does not equal 1,190, so X equals 234 is not a solution. Now evaluate the guess of the second friend. Try X equals 242. 5 times 242 is 1,210. The product does not equal 1,190, so X equals 242 is not a solution. Is the third friend correct? Let's try X equals 240. 5 times 240 is 1,200. The product does not equal 1,190. So X equals 240 is also not a solution. Of Maya's 3 friends, none correctly guessed the number of marbles in each box. No solution is given in the set of values.
So, with that said, how could you find a solution of this? How many marbles should there be in a box? Alana?
There's actually 238 marbles in a box, so you could do that by dividing 1,190 marbles by 5 boxes, and then you'd get that answer.
Would you like to add something to that, Omar?
Yeah, I agree with Alana, and then I think that if you do that, you're oh yeah, she's correct.
How about you, Rain? You have to agree, disagree, or you have another way of finding it?
I agree with Alana because there are 1,190 marbles, and you have to put like equal amount of marbles in 5 boxes. So you divide them to get the answer.
All right. So what was the number, Alana? How many marbles in a box?
238 marbles per box.
Oh, okay. Let's proceed to this. Let's see how it works.
Part B. How many marbles did Maya place in each box? There are 1,190 marbles equally divided into 5 boxes. It's still true that the bar diagram represents this situation. You can solve this equation to find the actual number of marbles in each box. Divide each side by 5 and simplify. Maya put 238 marbles in each box. Notice that an equation may have a solution that is not given in the set of possible values.
So usually it happened like that. Like you had to they give it to you and then A B C D and then D not possible is not given or not a possible solution and you have to solve it yourself. All right? So let's look at the work. So you know that the page 2 will always be your task. So page 2 here, you're gonna be working on your own in a minute. I'll let you work on it. But let me see what's our next slide. You go to Google Classroom and work on that task that is given. I think I put 3 works. So exercise 1, exercise 2, and I included the quiz instead of separating them because it was just like easy. All right. So go ahead and good luck. Work on it, and then let's talk about it when you're done or you have questions. Just let me know. All right. Go to Google Classroom, guys.
We gotta continue this in third period because we only have 5 minutes before the class ends.
Yes, we always do. All right. You could start now.